Hey, hello everybody. Happy Sunday crafternoon. My name is Dawn Borchette. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything, stamps, inks, paper, and all the blingy pretty things. And as you find me in your news feed, go ahead and say hello. I'm making sure I'm right where I need to be, and we are, and that's perfect. I am excited about today's project and a couple of things to show you guys that I've been working on the side just because. So I feel like I've been in my craft room a lot lately. Anyway, today is August the 16th, I believe. And this is episode number 250. Woo! Just like the celebration of America. Hey, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here today. If you have not done so already, I'm inviting you to go ahead and join my newsletter. And I use a QR code to make it really easy. Just open up the camera on your smartphone. It'll read the QR code. It'll display a little yellow thingamabobber. Click on that. It'll take you right where you need to go to sign up for that. It takes about a minute. It's really fast. Also, this is all the information in my online store. You shopping with me helps me to continue to do these awesome lives and spend some time with all of you. These are free classes. Now, I do want to let you know that some of the products that we're using today will not be available until September the 1st. So I'll make notations with you as we get into the new products. And actually, by the way, I should say, I had a thought going there and I'm like, how do I say this? But anyway, you know how my mind always gets ahead of my mouth or vice versa. Anyway, if you want to get a hold of these products early, you can just go ahead and click on this QR code here where you can get a discount on all the products and you can add some of these items into your starter kit, which is pretty cool. Over here is, again, my online store. So if you just want to go ahead and shop for the things that are available, you can go ahead and click on that one. And like I said, if you want the discount on your stuff, go ahead and click on that QR code on the right. Alrighty, go through some other things here before we get started. First of all, of course, you found me here. Even if it was by happy accident, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. And the other two important places that you can find me is over on my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com, and over on my YouTube channel, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet, Paper Crafting Instructor. Go ahead and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. It'll turn black. That'll give you all the notifications. So like hitting the subscribe button twice, I guess. Anyway, I would love to have you there. And if you like my content, enjoy it, make sure to share it with your crafty friends as well, because the more the merrier, right? The more we can inspire, the more crafty and happy the world will be. Also, just a couple of things, quick notations on some things that are coming up here at the chalet. If you are somewhat local to me, I'm in the Ludington-Scottville area. Coming up is a product inclusive class, so that unfortunately is too late to sign up for. However, as we get into September, we have a few things going on. The first Thursday, which I believe is the 3rd. I'm looking here. In fact, I should have updated this. Yes, Thursday, September 3rd is my catalog kickoff for the holiday catalog, as I call it. I'm old school, but the September through December catalog and also the September online exclusives. So it's a party that we kick off for the holiday season, and it's always a good time. I'm going to have over 100 bits of inspiration surrounding you, whether it's cards, scrapbook pages, 3D items, all the things, right? So as we get into like the seasons of Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, all the stuff. So I've been working really hard over here, and I am going to be filling the classroom area with a bunch of new things. You'll also be able to look at the products that I've purchased, take your gander at the new designer series papers, and we're gonna stamp, of course. And we're also gonna have some munchies and all kinds of fun things. It is a party. So I would love to have you along. If you like to play with new products and see some of the new things, then let me know. Just contact me and you can come and party with us. Let's see here. Also, the second Thursday of September, we have creative card class, and then we also have a product class towards the end of September on the it's the fourth Thursday of the month, and I didn't do my homework. Anyway, I post everything on Facebook, so you guys can take a look over there. And I hate to bombard you with too many dates, right? But anyway, nonetheless, I would love to have you come and join us to stamp with us. Also, just a reminder that right now Stampin' Up! Has a sale on select designer series paper, two-tone cardstock, and milled cardstock. Hey, Kristen, hello, and happy Sunday crafternoon. So this is going on until the end of the month as while supplies last. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to do so at my online store. And what we're going to be working with today is the Glow of Harvest. This is beautiful. Designer series paper is a 12 by 12 pack. There are 2 of each design and 6 different designs, and it's one-sided DSP. Anyway, this is a product of the month. You can get this by reaching a $75 level in my online store, and you can purchase it for just $5. Hey, Evelyn, happy Sunday crafternoon. The really cool thing is that I consider this like how do I want to put it? A specialty designer series paper. Normally, our specialty designer series paper is $17 for a pack. So for you to be able to get this for $5 when you reach that $75 minimum, this is a really good deal, you guys. In fact, I think, you know what? I'll wait. Well, maybe I should. I was like, how am I going to do this? Am I going to show it now or when we get started? I'm going to go ahead and show it to you now because no matter what, it's going to take the same amount of time. So I don't know if you can see this, but it has a pearlized sheen to it, and it is like, it's heavy. So if you wanted to make boxes and other 3D type things, this would be a great set or pack of paper to do so with. But it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to show you quickly here all 6 designs. I've cut through half of it, so I wanted to make sure that at least I had one of each that I did not chop into completely quite yet. But I wanted to show this because, of course, this is the product of the month, as I said, and it is while supplies last. As far as I know, it is still available, but usually our paper packs, they go pretty fast, and they've been selling out, so to speak, before the end of the month. I just think it's so pretty. And wait till you see what we do with it today. It's cool. I'm excited. Okay. So anyway, that's the Glow of Harvest product of the month for August. And let's see here. Oh, just a reminder as well, when you reach that $75 mark in my online store, this is a little gift from me to you. So this month we're featuring the Violet Dreams as a creative card collection. It is a tutorial with 16 projects with Violet Dreams. And here's just a little teaser here. So great stuff. This is a beautiful suite of product. If you guys love purples, hydrangea hue, splashes of bold colors of yellow, this right here you'll want to grab up. I did not check to see what the status is on this whole suite of product, but it's so pretty. But you could purchase anything in my online store, reach that $75 mark, get your product of the month, and I will send this to you directly from me into your inbox as a little thank you. Also, just a reminder that if you purchase the Silly Old Bear Complete Collection, I will also send you, along with the other, the tutorial of 10 projects. And again, these all have video tutorial for each one, along with the color photos and all the measurements. So you get a kickstart with your creativity with either of these suites. All right, let's see. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? September. I had to think about this. Where are we? What day is it? So we are now into signing up for the September. I can't believe I'm saying September so much, but the September paper pumpkin, which is Aspens of Gratitude. It looks really pretty. And so if you're going to want to grab that up, make sure to sign up by the 10th of September to get the September kit. And I believe that they still have this available. It's an add-on. You need to be a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin to get it. But there's the item number and the cost of it. And it has the dies that coordinate with 3 months of Paper Pumpkin. Also, just a reminder, in my online store, we have online exclusives. These are things that you will not find in a catalog, and they're like those hidden gems. In July, we had a lot of product. You can see here, it's a pretty thick brochure of products that have our Halloween, a dabbling of fall and Thanksgiving, I should say, because there's a Thanks and Giving set. And also some Christmas. So if you're wanting to get your hands on stuff now, you could do so by looking at the online store under the online exclusives. And then, of course, we have Metallic Magic. We have our hot foiling system, which has been quite a hit. And I've been fiddling a lot with this past week. And I want to show you guys a couple of things here, just because I'm just giddy. I also have been playing with some of the new products that are coming out. So we have another brochure that is full of holiday and some cool things. So I wanted to show you. So one of my favorites is the buffalo check. Isn't that cool, you guys? The buffalo check is like, I think, number one on my I had to have, and I got it, and I'm so happy I did. Here's another one here. Now this buffalo check, what I did is I mixed it with, I call it paper ribbon, basically cutting strips of paper very thin and kind of mixing it in with the buffalo check. Isn't that kind of fun? So this is a way to use both stamping and foiling on your projects. I just think that that's so much fun. Very unexpected colors, right? Pretty crazy, but I kind of like it. That's me. And then there's this one here. I finally perfected it. Sometimes it's kind of hit and miss, and it's just a learning curve with the hot foiling. But once you hit that sweet spot, it's like, yeah, this is awesome. So I believe this is called Magical Christmas. It's one plate that has a whole bunch of Christmas sentiments on it. And then it comes with a die if you buy it as the bundle. And you can cut all these sentiments out at one time, including these cute little stars and the candy canes. Very cool. So I ran this through with red and gold foil, and I cut them out and mixed and matched. And actually, this is a card that I cased off of not a website, but a Facebook group that's meant just for demonstrators to give some ideas. And I wanted to make this card so bad, and I was having a little bit of a problem with it, but I got it figured out. It was operator error, of course, surprise. And I've perfected it. I'm so happy with the result on this card. And then, let's see here. Oh, I want to show you this one. The leaves. Oh my goodness sake. So I am everything fall. I do love fall. I just don't like what comes after fall. We could just have spring, summer, and fall and skip winter and I'd be happy. But this is, I think, called Lustrous Leaves. And again, it's the hot foil. It's a bundle. And I decided to use both the positive and the negative of my foil. And this is copper foil. So we're going to have copper, red. No, red's a new color, I believe. I think. We also have a holographic. And there's another one. Just a moment. I'm going to shut my door here. Just a sec. I forgot to do that. And I don't want the dog to start barking. Anyway, I just think it's so much fun. And then there are also some masks that come with this bundle. So you can easily color the leaves quickly. And then I did some experimenting. So I think it was Mary Ellen Stites, I think is her name. And she did something kind of cool. And I was like, I need to figure this out. Now, I would say that this was an experiment, and I'm not responsible for any damage to your embossing folders, okay? But if you do have the hot foiling system, and if you own embossing folders, you can use them to hot foil. I'm just saying. I had to fiddle around a little bit with the shim. And you don't want to leave your embossing folder on there too long, but it's doable. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. So now I got a new toy to even use my embossing folders with the hot foiling system. It kind of defies what they tell you not to and what to do, but you know, we're human and we're going to try new things. So anyway, I just thought that was super cool. So fiddling around with hot foil this last weekend. Okay, and then of course we have our catalog. That is the May through December. This will expire the end of this month, and then we go into the new cycle with the new catalog starting September 1st with a lot of holiday pretties. So, oh my gosh. And we're going to play with some new stuff today. And this is just a sneaky peeky of the September online exclusives that will be available September 1, along with the new catalog. So yeah, lots of stuff. So if you guys like new, there's a lot of new coming. If you want new now, just go ahead and purchase a starter kit, and you can get it all right now. I know it. Okay, let's go ahead and, whoops, I am like throwing everything around on my table. It's getting wild over here. Okay. Also, just to mention that if you're wanting it, I have a recipe card for today's projects, and I will post the link for these up above where you're watching after we're done. You'll also find the link to this on my blog in a couple different spots, and also at the very bottom of the description of my YouTube video once I upload this Facebook Live to YouTube. All right, cool beans. You guys ready? I really was digging this project. And you know, the funny thing is sometimes I'm really hung up on what to show you guys on a Sunday. I'm like, what am I going to show them? I have no idea. And this has popped in my head, and as soon as it did, I was like, yes, this is it. I really want to play with the product of the month, which is the Glow of Harvest paper that I was just showing you. And then I've used some other things here. So on one of the cards, I'm using the Rustic Check 3D embossing folder. This is available September 1st, or you could get it now and put it into a starter kit and then start getting, because trust me, once you guys, if you haven't already seen the catalog, once you see it, you're going to have a wish list that's a mile long, and you're going to wish you could get all your stuff at a discount. So I don't know. I'm just saying. So we're using that. This is tried and true. This is the stylish shapes that I used on, I think, 1 or 2 cards. So these are a must-have. The funny thing is, I'm not seeing these in the upcoming catalog. Just an FYI, I don't know what's going on, if they're just going to move them to our store and not put them in the catalog. But I think everybody uses these. So if you haven't gotten these, grab them up now. I don't know what's going on, but just a heads up, just in case. I'm like, no, because I use them for everything. Also on my cards, I am using the gold adhesive back dots. I believe these are brand new too. They're coming up in September. And then we have Painted Pumpkins. So I have a dear friend downline who is playing with this bundle. And during our team gathering last week, she was showing some cards where she used the stencils. We'll talk about these in just a minute. But anyway, and they were so cool. I was like, you know, I've been playing with the whole suite of product. I love the designer series paper that comes with this, but we're not using that today. But anyway, the whole suite is absolutely gorgeous. And I love the dies that go with it. And check out this right here. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and play with the other part of the bundle. So the bundle comes with the stamp set, the dies, and some masks. So that's exactly what I did. I started playing with the masks. Now I do want to show you guys, there are 2 sets of 3. So this is like one big stamp here, and this is one big stamp. So they're connected. I'll show you, whoops, show you on a block. Okay. So when you stamp it, you're stamping all 3 unless you want to mask those off and not ink them. But I'm always a little excessive, right? So I took both stamps, this one and this one. I went ahead and I stamped them up. And I actually used 2 colors. Let me see here before I show you all my little pumpkins. I used Cajun Craze and Early Espresso, and I stamped them. And then I started going to town on masking. Whoops. So first of all, I'll show you this mask. I did not use this one yet, but I think it's really cool. And you could do a whole background on your card with that alone. And then we also have these little masks. Now, what's really cool about it is they number them. And I know it's going to be really hard to see it, but this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they have this little notchy thing here, so you can match them up and layer them up as you go. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. But anyway, so as I was coloring these, I took I think it's 5. Yeah, 5 colors that are in the Product of the Month Designer Series paper, which is Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Golden Glow, and Pecan Pie. And I brought all 5 colors in, put them on the table here, and I just started to play. So I stamped them up. And then after I did, I went to town with some blending brushes, which are these little guys here. They are getting quite grungy. I guess I could kind of wash them, but you know what? Sometimes seasoned blending brushes are the best. Say that 10 times fast. But anyway, so I decided to have a whole field of pumpkins. Look at all these. So I did some plain. I did some with just 1, or actually 2 colors, because I did the plain pumpkin first and then added 1 color to it. And then we have the tritone pumpkins. And I just started going to town. I was having a lot of fun, you can tell, mixing and matching all the different colors of pumpkins. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't wait to use some more of these on some projects here, but aren't they the coolest? I got pumpkins galore. Oh my goodness. And like I said, it was those 5 colors that I pulled from the Designer Series paper, and I started just playing around. Before you knew it, I had a complete pumpkin patch going on here in my studio. So today we're going to take from the pumpkins that I have made. Oh, and by the way, before I go any further, I guess I should show you this. That would help. Hey, Nancy. Hello, and happy Sunday crafternoon. So the 2 sets of 3 that are connected together, the stamps in this bundle, have 2 different dies. So what's really cool is when you do go ahead and stamp them and color them and then go ahead and cut them out, you'll cut out 3 pumpkins at one time. And you'll notice one of them has like an oblong pumpkin, so you can figure out which goes with what. And then this one has a stoutier, chubbier pumpkin on this side. So it's really easy, like I said, to figure out what goes with what. And then, of course, I always love these, like, I call them standalone dies because you don't need to stamp before you cut them. They just actually make those pretty little indentations and things. So yeah, it's a really cool suite. As soon as I seen painted pumpkins, I was like, I have to have that. But anyway, and it makes me happy when I can totally use a suite and get a lot of use out of them. Aren't they cool, Nancy? Oh my gosh. There is a Designer Series paper that goes with this, but what we're going to use today is Product of the Month, which is called Glow of Harvest. So it's a 12 by 12 pack of paper that you can purchase for $5 when you hit the $75 mark. So let's go ahead and let's start playing. Oh, I'm so excited. So here is my first card. Now that you guys know, I've already colored all the pumpkins. They're already cut out. So at least I kind of went through with you on how I did that and what colors I did use. So I'm going to grab, hopefully, the right one here. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah. I was sitting here talking to myself. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so the card base is pecan pie, and it's cut at 8.5 by 11, and it's scored at 5.5. And I have a piece of basic white. You know, it's really humid here, and I have nails anyway, which, you know, is never like the best scenario for crafting, but I'm not going to get rid of my nails. So with that being said, I just deal with it. But everything is kind of sticking today. It's like super humid in Michigan. Anyway, so this is cut at 4 by 5.25. And, you know, oh, I was going to say, where's my cheat sheet? You guys know I have to have cheat sheets. The Designer Series paper. So this is one of those pieces of Designer Series paper called Glow of Harvest. I made all those pumpkins. I did. I masked them and I colored them. So yeah, make sure to watch the beginning a little later on and you'll see. But the Painted Pumpkins Sweet Collection that's in the upcoming new catalog has the bundle with dies and the masks. And the masks are so much fun. I just went a little bit hog wild. Go figure. Anyway, so this piece of Designer Series paper is cut at 3.25 by 4 3/4. And then I have a piece of crumb cake, which is cut at 4 by 1.25. And I love this kind of a layout for a card. It's pretty classic, kind of a, I don't know, go-to for card sketches. And I just thought, let's go for it. And honestly, I used this layout on some cards using Painted Pumpkin, but with the Designer Series paper for that suite. And then I decided, let's try the same layouts, but with this particular Designer Series paper and pulling all the colors from it. And I loved it. I could not wait to show you guys this. I cut out several of these. You only need one, but I'm always about in case I make a mistake. So these are from Stylish Shapes. It's basic white. I love that little stitching. It makes me so happy. And I'm going to go ahead and take Hay from the bundle here. And I used Early Espresso ink. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink this, putting it towards, I want to make sure I'm still in the picture here with you guys. There we go. Putting it towards the right-hand side. That's a little crooked, but you know what? It's handmade, right? And I'll go ahead and clean this off. Okay. And then take my cute little pumpkin that, and you notice that is just like the designer paper, right? It has those little squiggly things in there. It makes it look like the pumpkin has been painted. It is so easy too. But anyway. I'm going to go ahead and put my pumpkin on with some dimensionals. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap here on the right-hand side because I want to slip this underneath there just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead, put them over towards the left-ish. Notice the difference? I don't know, which one do you guys like better, left or right? Let me know. I'd like to hear your opinion. Anyway, I'm going to slip it right underneath there just a little bit. We're going to put some adhesive on this piece. Tuck it under like so. I've already tied my double bow with linen thread. And let's see here. Oh my goodness, I cannot. I think the older I get, the harder it is to see these little guys. All right, there we go. Mini glue dots to the rescue. And there we go. And then we're going to take these little guys I thought that they were perfect to go along with the colors that we're using today. Excuse me, tickle in my throat. And grab my take your pick tool. And I'm going to go ahead and see, we'll put one there and one here. Rule of threes, right? And there we go. And there is card number 1. I don't know which pumpkin. I like them both. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do card number 2. Grab my cheat sheet and all my goodies here. Alrighty, so the card base on this is Cajun Craze. Evelyn says she liked the left one. That was her favorite. Cajun Craze is a color that I really dig for fall. It's just, I don't know, that perfect rusty color, right? Now I cut this piece at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have my piece of white, which is cut for the liner at 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and put that in its place, just like so. And then I've cut, this is a great way to use scraps, by the way. I've cut 5. Oh, I got a hangnail there. Owie. Oh, goodness. 5 strips and 5 of the 6 patterns out of the pack. And they are cut at 1 by 4. And I call it kitty wampus. I don't know what else to call it. Crooked on purpose. So what I wanted to do, if you notice, there's a couple that have, I'm going to talk to you about the method of my madness. There's a couple patterns that do have Cajun Craze in them, and the other ones do not. So what I wanted to do, let's see here. How did I do this one? This one, and then I kind of went every other. Does that make sense? And then, let's see, this one, and then this one, and this one. Okay? All right. I'm going to scoot them off to the side, and we're going to go ahead. And I'm kind of going to wing it. I usually lay them out a little bit better and have a little more thought to it before I start sticking them down. I'm just not going to push on them really hard. So we're not going to totally commit to sticking them down till I make sure that they look good on my card. All right. All right. Nancy says she liked them both, but favors the left one. It's kind of more neutral, isn't it? The one that was on the left. All right. There we go. And here's the other that has a little bit of Cajun Craze in it. Oh my gosh, this paper is so stinking pretty. And let's see here. That looks pretty good. We're going to commit. And then I have these 3 little pumpkins that I picked from my patch. Whoops. And again, they're all done with the masks. Super duper 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 easy. I love easy because I'm a lazy crafter. And then I also cut a couple of these. You only need 1. But in case of a mishap, you never know. You know, the magic of TV. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and use Cajun Craze. And this is Golden Glow. I'm going to move this aside here while we go ahead and stamp it. And I'm going to grab my thank you from the Panted Pumpkins. I had to look. I don't know. All these painted patch and pumpkins and yada yada. Anyway, this is another sentiment from that bundle. That didn't come out so well. We're going to try another one just in case. I think I need to ink up or, yeah, touch up my ink pad. It's, I don't know, kind of strangely wonky. There we go. Yeah, that one came out better. I'm happy with that. Okay, and I put it towards the right-hand side again because we're going to tuck it underneath those pumpkins. Bring my card back in, and I'm going to put this on with my lovely dimensionals. And then I'm also going to adhere the pumpkins with dimensionals as well, because I just love puffy cards and I can't deny. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, I think I've had too much caffeine today. Can you guys tell? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put just one dimensional on the back of each, because I kind of want to layer them together, and I didn't want any of these like in the way, right? So we're going to take the long skinny guy over here, and I think we'll put this one over here, and then that one over there. I'm not going to commit and push them down quite yet. Let's see, I want my double bow linen thread bow. We're gonna put him on that there. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? We'll go ahead and squash them down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and again add a little bit of extra somethings here. Whoops. Oh no, don't run away. Stay with me. Okay, there we go. All right, and that is card number 2. And just see, even the changing of the color of the pumpkins gives it a totally different look. But how fun are those? Oh my goodness sakes, I just can't. Okay, I think this one is my, my pumpkin patch just fell to the floor. Oh boy, I think this is my favorite of the 4. So I have all my pieces. And grab my cheat sheet. So we are using Crumb Cake as our card base, and I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And then I have my piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And go ahead and put it in its place. And I've used, the embossing folder. This one again is, let me grab it here, the Rustic Check 3D embossing folder. This will be available September 1st. And I'm going to go ahead, I think I put this on, yes I did, direct with adhesive. Sometimes I like to puffy it up, but I'm going to puffy up the pumpkins, so I decided to put this on directly with adhesive. And this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and this is also Crumb Cake. I have a piece of Cajun Craze, and this is 2 3/8 by 4 1/4. And then this piece, they're pretty, of Designer Series paper is cut at 2 5/8 by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to position this first and stick it down. I'm going to right about there-ish. So I don't know, about 1/2 inch from the edge. Hi, Sue. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Nancy says she has a question. Let's see here. It's never a silly question. Never, ever, ever. Let's see here. I'm going to try to read it from my laptop. It says, probably a silly one, but how do you make a double bow? Oh, I'll have to show you guys that. So I used my little handy bow maker that you guys have probably seen on my lives. Actually, I tell you what, remind me before we go. In fact, what I'm going to do, I did not run away. I'll show you guys in just a minute. After we're done with this card, I'll show you. This is a piece of, oh my goodness. Ah! Golden Glow. Oh my gosh. I just had like a brain freeze there. It's like dawn. Goodness. Okay. Golden Glow. This piece is cut at 2 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch. Hey, Sue. Good to see you. I miss you. And I used Early Espresso ink. And we're using the 3rd sentiment from this bundle. And let's see. I hope your day is fantabulous. And we're going to go ahead and hopefully hold our breath. Ah, it turned out fantabulous. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay. So we got our stamping done. We're going to bring our card back in. And so these pumpkins are a little different from the others, but they're all from my patch. Aren't those cute? And let's see here. I'll put this on up here. I like to put my sentiment down so I know I've had enough room for it. And then from there, I'll position everything else around it. And actually, I think on the original card, I did bump this up with dimensionals. On this one, I did not. Either way, I still think it looks kind of cute. And on the back side of these 3 pumpkins, oh my gosh, they are so much fun. And the masks that come with the bundle is highly addicting. So you could make all kinds of colors of pumpkins. It's, yeah. I had a good old time. So I'm going to put this pumpkin here. And then we'll put this little guy over here, I think. Let's put him up just a, woo, don't stick there yet, please. Okay, and then this one down here. And then we have the double bow. Isn't that pretty? I'll show you guys how to do this. Let's see here. And we're going to put this right there. And then bring in my little gold thingamabobbers. And we'll stick these little guys down. Okay. And that is card number 3. We are cruising right along. Isn't that fun? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this since it's here. So I have my little bow maker. And instead of just looping it once, if you know how to use this little guy, I loop it twice. So I will take, I always leave it on the roll or on the, yeah, we'll just call it a roll. And that way I try to use less that way. But anyway, so you're going to take your linen thread. I should actually do this with ribbon. You'd see it better. Can you guys? Yeah, you can kind of see it. So instead of just rolling it once, I roll it around there twice. And then I crisscross over. And I call it form the number 4. It doesn't really look like a 4 though. Anyway. So I crissy-crossy. And that's how I get my double bow. And you can do a triple bow if you wanted to, if you really wanted a big beefy bow, just keep wrapping it around and then just separate them and then it looks like a big puffy bow. So that's how I do it. Slice. So anyway, those are my bows. Okay. Last card. And where did my sample go? Oh my gosh, I buried it. Here it is. There you are. Okay. So for this card, the card base is Early Espresso. And, oh, I need my cheat sheet. Anyway, so Early Espresso, I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And again, I have my white piece, my liner inside the card that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Go ahead and put that in there like so. Then I have a couple of layers here. This is pecan pie, and you are so welcome. Pecan pie, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece of designer series paper is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I'm going to go ahead and layer these two together. So it's going to give me just a very little peekaboo of the pecan pie, but I love to do this because it gives it just a little bit of extra color. You know what I mean? Let's see here, like so. And then we're going to put this entire piece onto the front of the card. Just dresses it up a little bit more. And then I have another piece of pecan pie, and this is cut at, now you could use other designer paper. What I found was it almost, the other, I don't want to put it, the other patterns in the pack were almost so similar that I thought it would get lost in the patterns. So I decided to use just plain cardstock to make it pop a little more. This piece is cut at 3 5/8 by 1 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead. Boop. Oh, goodness sakes. And I'm going to nestle this up against the other piece of pecan pie. Like so. That looks kind of funny, doesn't it? It'll look better, I promise. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I want to stamp on the left-hand side. We're going to use Early Espresso, and we're using the 4th and final sentiment in that bundle. Bundle, suite, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm going to do, now this was cut at, oh, I think it's like 4 by 1 inch. I'm going to give myself a little bit of leeway there because I want to cut it at an angle like this one is. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully that'll be good, because I think I only cut one of these. Hello, gorgeous. I think that's so funny. I love puns. If you guys follow me with my newsletter, you'll notice I'm always using puns. Like, it's just fun to have a pun, right? And then I took my scissors and we just went chop, just like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick that on there like so. I'm going to just use adhesive directly to it because I'm going to puff up the pumpkins. That sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Using dimensionals on them, I mean. And here's 3 more of my pumpkins from my patch. And we're going to go ahead and put them on with dimensionals that just ran away from me. How does that happen? I don't know. I can't believe I just lost. Oh well, we'll use a new. I've learned to have at least one spare at my table so that I don't have to run out to my classroom to get them, because I keep all my adhesives out there for class in case anybody needs to purchase them. Okay, so I'm going to put this one over here. And we're going to do this one. Oops, let's see. I want to put them a little bit closer together. And just right about that line there, so we have room for the pudgy one. There we go. And again, my double bow with linen thread. And oh, I just found my other dimensionals. They were buried. That's too funny. You guys can relate, I'm sure. And I'm going to go ahead, put the bow on there like so. Again, bring back, you know the theme, right? we're using all the same product, which makes things really easy that way too. And go ahead and put my little gold thingamabobbers on like so. And there is our fourth and final card. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. Like, oh, I'm so giddy. So let's bring all the cards back in here. And we have this one here and that one. Now, if you guys would like to see them a little bit closer, I have these on my blog, which I'll post in about 30 minutes. Because I like to put the replay on my blog as well, so I need to upload it to YouTube and all that gobbledygook. But anyway, and then all the information is over on my blog as well. You can shop right from my blog. Just to let you guys know, just a reminder once again that Painted Pumpkins will be available starting September 1st. And this is the entire bundle as far as the stamp set, the dies, and the masks. I love the masks. Oh my gosh. I know. Aren't they fun, Kristen? I just love it. Hey, Kathy. Hello. And then also, the other thing that will be available, this is another favorite, the Rustic Check 3D embossing folder. Like, I love this. It's just really cool. Adds a lot of texture to your cards. So anyway, I'm glad that you guys joined me today. I hope that you love the projects. I was just so giddy and I couldn't wait to show them with you. There are some times where I'm like, but this one I was really super excited about it. They just came together so nicely. So I was really happy with them. But anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you next Sunday at 1 p.m. for Sunday Crafternoon with Dawn. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You make it so much fun. And I love interacting with all of you as well. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.